Friday the 13th, the final chapter, is a slasher horror movie sequel.
And we have made it, guys. Just like a video game, our young hero Jason has finally collected all of his power-ups to become his best self. Yes, in this one, he starts off dead. And guess what? Doctor, nurse, well, I guess like a mortician or whatever you call them, they're trying to have sex next to the dead body of Jason because he was killed in the last movie when he got his ass beat by that girl. Well, you don't have sex around Jason as it's enough to bring my mans back to life, and he quickly kills him. Well, let's travel to some kids who are making their way to this house party in these woods. And there's this family that lives in this deep woods, but they're just a normal family, they're not crazy or nothing. And everybody is basically reading that Jason's dead, so they're all under the assumption that the guy who's been brutally murdering people in this area or around this area is finally dead. Well, unfortunately, death does not have a hold on Jason as he comes back. And this time, he is his iconic self. Like I said, he has the hockey mask. He has his outfit. Now, he wields all types of weapons, so don't really see why the machete is like that iconic, but I assume that's just his favorite weapon eventually, but we'll see. As spoilers, I've never seen past the final chapter, and basically in this one is just like all the other Friday the 13th, as he is just killing young adults. There's nudity, there's blood, it's a good time. But in this one, he's also being hunted by the brother of one of the young ladies that he killed in the previous movies. And does he succeed? You have to find out. And my review for Friday the 13th, the final chapter. And obviously spoilers going forward. So we finally got here. This is where Jason is who he is. He's the monster that we all know and love. No more potato sacks. This movie was just as good as one. I still like one in the first person view, but nonetheless, this movie was like super good. The kills were more brutal. It was more violent, way more nudity, and the story was stronger, the acting was stronger, production was better. They really went all in with this one. Definitely the final chapter is like super good. Honestly, nothing really wrong with it. Also, when you have the kid making the Halloween mask, I always think that's pretty cool, but also gave it more of just that like horror feeling. I don't know, like it's just like more in a horror realm. Hard to explain, but yeah. And to be honest, 1 through 4 are just great movies because it's like this evolution of this killer, and I just think that's pretty badass. I really like that. So, my recommendation for Friday the 13th, the final chapter, number 4, and I would highly recommend this, as is just a very good movie in the franchise of Friday the 13th. One of my favorites so far, even though, I don't know, 1 was just so good with that first person. I think 1 as of now is just my favorite. But yeah, highly recommend Chapter 4, the final chapter.